In his televised religious broadcasts, Pat Robertson has offered unusual views of the Constitution of the United States and its ultimate guardian, the Supreme Court.
The Christian people who are coming along will no longer allow the Supreme Court to be a runaway maverick organization without any dealing whatsoever with the wishes of the general public. Indeed, we make an appeal today for the judge of all the earth to overrule the justices of the Supreme Court of the United States.
The Constitution of the United States is a marvelous document for self-government by Christian people. But the minute you turn the document into the hands of non-Christian people and atheists, they can use it to destroy the very foundation of our society. And that's what's been happening.
So the First Amendment says Congress shall pass no law respecting an establishment of religion or prohibiting the free exercise thereof. Nothing about a wall of separation, nothing about separation of church and state. Merely, Congress can't set up a national religion. End of story. There is never in the Constitution at any point anything that applies that to the states. None at all. The Supreme Court has done it over repeated attempts by Congress, which have been beaten back to do such a thing. Congress has rejected that interpretation on a number of occasions, I think as many as 26 times. The Congress said the 14th Amendment does not make the First Amendment apply to the states, and yet the Supreme Court on its own did it. And we're in this crazy, unconstitutional world where you have Supreme Court justices who don't abide by the original intention of the framers. And it seems like to me we've got to change it very quickly. That's the problem. Congress has the power by a simple majority vote. Most people don't know this. By a simple majority vote, they can set the number of Supreme Court justices, as they did in 1789 at 6. They moved it later to 7. They moved it later to 10. They brought it back to 9. And if they want to, they can add 3 more justices tomorrow if the president signs the bill into law. They also have the power to set the appellate jurisdiction of the Supreme Court on any class of cases they decide they'd like to do. It's that simple. And all that is needed today to change it is a simple majority of the Congress and signed into law by the president, and we would suddenly have 11 Supreme Court justices instead of 9, and possibly with a 6-to-5 majority of people who cared for the original intention of the framers, we could change the whole thing. It's that simple. And I might also add that they do not serve for life, they serve for good behavior. And there are many who feel this is no longer good behavior. They have sworn to uphold the Constitution, not rewrite it and destroy it. And so the idea that somebody is conservative and wants a traditional value, he was grilled, by the way, on whether he would accept some of these outrageous Supreme Court decisions of the past several years, and he said, essentially, I support the Constitution. Well, that's what a judge is supposed to do, and but Biden kept saying, well, are you going to support these decisions that Mannion felt were erroneous? Well, you shouldn't ask a judicial candidate whether or not he will go along with every bad decision of all the courts that precede him. We're going judge crazy. The problem is in the judiciary primarily. The problem is that these activist judges, they have spawned a generation of tyrants, really. There is no certainty in the law anymore. There are about between 17 and 19,000 judges, and they are making law as they go along. This thing that is just destroying our society, and if we don't rein in the judiciary, we will be in shambles. And we are not going to stand for those coercive utopians in the Supreme Court and in Washington ruling over us anymore. We're not going to stand for it.